We are 3 weeks from round one of the NFL draft. That's 3 weeks from tomorrow night. And we are in the midst of this conversation about Mac Jones, who right now conventional wisdom seems to say will be the third pick in this year's draft. And I did something that everyone always yells at me for doing, but I decided to produce the show from this chair. And I said, we're coming back to this conversation because we were all yelling at each other. And Marcus, I think Tim Hasselbeck just made an outstanding point, and I will repeat it for everyone just joining us. The next time anyone says to you, well, you can win a Super Bowl with a quarterback who's not that mobile, we just won with Tom Brady, remind them, Tim Hasselbeck just said, you were pointing out the greatest outlier in the history of the sport. That guy is the best that ever lived, and the overwhelming majority of the time it doesn't work that way. So, Marcus, that really is the question. If you're going to take a quarterback that high, does that quarterback have to have the additional element of the athleticism to use his legs to make plays?
Yes, G, yes. Like, we watching the league. First of all, let me give context to that, right? Like, did you see all of these 40 times that these defensive players ran?
Yeah.
Did you watch Aaron Donald and Leonard Floyd play, by the way, in that division where Mac Jones is going to be? Like, this is why people are saying this. This league is different now. It does not mean you have to be the standard of athleticism, but you better be able to get yourself out of trouble. You better be able to move around enough because you are going to have to extend plays. There are aminos on defense now. It's no longer Marcus Spears's that's 315, two-gapping, and playing the run, and then guys come in to rush the passer. These dudes are elite athletes. They are different, and that is why everybody is talking about these quarterbacks that have that athleticism trait having success. Look, and I'll give you this last point because I want to hear Paul on this and Tim. Are we really upgrading from Jimmy Garoppolo if we take Mac Jones? I think that's the question a lot of people have to ask. Now, if you tell me the injuries are the concern, I get it. But is Mac Jones really that much of an upgrade over Jimmy Garoppolo, who went to a Super Bowl, lost, but went to one? That's the question that I have for everybody that's saying Mac Jones is the perfect fit. It seems to me Jimmy Garoppolo is as well.
Yeah, health has been the problem there. He's missed 45% of the games since he got to San Francisco. All right, Paul, you've heard all of this. What is your perspective? And more importantly, what can we expect to hear your callers saying this afternoon on your radio show as they dissect all that has been said here?
Well, let me say this, Greeny. I'm just a small town talk show host. I didn't play in the NFL like my friend Marcus or Tim. But you know what drives me crazy? For all of us to sit here and believe that general managers are going to make the right decision. I'm a fan of the draft. I don't host it. I just watch it. And I watch the stupidest decisions made every single spring, and we sit here and act like these guys are curing COVID. Come on. I mean, I don't trust half the NFL GMs to be able to turn on an iPhone correctly. So you think I'm going to put my faith in them to make the right decision on Mac Jones or Justin Fields? No, I'm not.
I have missed this. I am sitting here saying, why have we not had Finebaum on? And that's a perfect example of why. Tim Hasselbeck, quick final word, go.
Well, listen, and to Paul's point, you don't have to go very far. Go back to the 2018 draft. The athletically deficient quarterback that went #1 overall was Baker Mayfield. Like, just look at the measurables on it. You look at the other quarterbacks taken after him in that draft, namely Josh Allen or Lamar Jackson, physically more talented and able to compete athletically at a level before they're able to catch up mentally to the game that's played on Sundays.
It's a fascinating thing because that historically was never part of the equation. Like, being able to compete athletically was never part of the quarterback position for 95 out of the 100-year history of the NFL, but now it is. Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.